Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 10 of my Barcelona FIFA 20 career mode series. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you've been enjoying this and want to see some more. Get interactive in the comments as well. I would love to see your thoughts. And this episode is going to be a very, very important one. We're going to be entering January, as you may expect. Firstly, though, we have got some games. We've got a couple more games to finish off this year. Not this season, this year. Technically the 2019 year in this save. So we're just setting up the team here. And again, once more, it's a situation. I don't feel we need those three defenders on the bench. One fullback is enough. You can put a fullback on either side in FIFA. Even if, like, Semedo, he could still play left back with no real issue. If he gets forward, yeah, he may bomb forward, cut in on his right if he gets a chance for a shot, so it may not be that bad. But 20 minutes in, no goals as of yet, but we got Jordi Alba bombing forward. Oh, how do we miss that pass right there? I cannot believe we did not make that, but we got possession back, only temporarily. That was a very bad pass there. Come on, lads, we gotta be doing better. And is that guy's name Thor? No, he's got an I in the middle of his name. It's close enough to it. How about that? Oh, that's pretty crazy. But yeah, we got to be pushing forward to get that opening goal is so important. We can't let it drag on. If it turns into one of those games we don't score in the first half, they might try and settle and go a bit more defensive. And you know, with a couple injuries at the moment, no Suarez, no Dembele, this is going to be very, very hard. We just don't have that same attacking threat. I think Fatih, he is good, but he's not the same as Dembele. As you can see, we're just battling for the challenge there. It's a real tight contest, actually, and now they're getting forward. Are they going to get a cross in? They do. Piqué deals with it. So both sides having to do some defending here. On this occasion now, we've got a chance. Creating the space, that's what we want. We want the wingers to get into that position where they're past their defender and marker. And once more, are we overdoing the skills with Fatih there? He's trying to set up Arthur and just didn't have the space to get the shot off. Like, that was good play right there. Got it to him, but they just closed him down so fast. I didn't have time to shoot. So now they are getting forward. It's a very attacking game at the moment. Oh, and that tackle. It turned out to be a tackle, but I wanted to go for the ball, and we're going to see that on the replay. So yeah, it doesn't look very good at all, does it? I know that. I know that for sure. But we're going to see on the replay. It was a hard position to be in. So that's how we conceded in the end. Take a look there. I went for the tackle before he got to the ball. So I wanted to, just get to the ball. There's no other button I could have pressed to really do that. So it wasn't even a penalty in the end, So yeah, it's not like we tackled him. I was just trying to get to the ball, and unfortunately we couldn't have the reach. And the crazy thing is, take a look at that. We're really having the possession in this game. And I feel we've created almost chances. We've created, though, we were almost having a scoring opportunity. But again, because, look at that pass by De Jong, that was decent. Right now, we are trying to break it down, and even Messi, ironically, the passing breaks down. We just haven't got those same connections with the passes. And I feel missing Suarez, we were dealing with it. But missing both Suarez and Dembele, and it's the same impact for the substitutions. Right now, we're just not having that same force in attack. See, when we push forward here, we got Griezmann, and we finally get some space. We have to create these opportunities in a not exact Barca style. We counter, and then we score, eventually through Fatih. So, I mean, he did his job nicely there, if you say that's a weakness. But I feel like when we're building up our attacks, it's hard to break down. We had to hit him in a counter style, and that is not Barcelona style at all, to rely on a goal from a counter. But, when we're trying to pass through the defense, yeah, we just didn't have that. We didn't have that technique. We didn't have that technique and creative ability. So we use pace, essentially use pace. And could we do it again and maybe we could get a late winning goal? Unfortunately, though, this is when our players are tired, Messi especially, And, oh, okay, we got to take a look at this, guys. You maybe wonder, oh, what are we taking a look at? It's very, very little. It's very, very little right now. So if we take a look at the replay, let's take a look at the look how he touched him. He blocked his run. I don't know, you probably don't think that's a foul. But I mean, look at Griezmann. He was going to run where that ball was going. And you don't know, he could have been one-on-one, and then maybe it could have been a finish, and then been a 2-1 victory for us. Maybe I was reaching a little bit for that, but you see his run was blocked either way, the run he was going for. Yeah, so that's a bit frustrating. You can tell with the time, unless we're going to get a late one here. Come on, Fatih, play it out wide. Semedo, well, I did mention that, didn't I? He's going to cut in on his right foot, but no! Even though that is his preferred foot, I did sub him on, actually, for Jordi Alba. Imagine Jordi Alba weak foot. So that probably would have been even worse. He still is not, like, attacking quality with his finishes. So, very disappointing. But take a look at that. We only had 2 shots in total, only 1 on target. And I felt it so much. The only goal we scored, and we did go attacking late. Again, that familiar move we make. Imagine if it was Suarez coming on instead of Ruiz. That's the trouble we are in right now, guys. That is the simple answer. That is the simple answer, because 1 goal difference, yeah, we'd have 3 points. Like that late chance we had, imagine if that was like a Dembele or again Suarez. I wanted to point this out right now because it's hurting us. It ironically, injury, it's hurting. It's hurting. Dembele, luckily it's only 12 days. So Dembele's not going to miss so many matches. And we were actually doing alright. We were actually going on a pretty good run without Suarez. So Ruiz, over this period, we have to train him hard. We got to get him as good as possible, especially with those finishing shot power. I want to improve those attributes as much as we can, because we don't know when we're going to need to rely on that. Look at that finishing going up. We could get his finishing up into the 80. Up until, I was going to say the 80s, but not so high in the 80s, of course. Get it to at least 80, and yeah, it'll be okay. That's all we can do at this point. So we have to move on, can't mull over that. We move on to something else pretty important. Champions League round of 16 draw. So we have got Liverpool. That is a crazy draw we get there. There's going to be a few big things in this episode, and that's definitely one of them. That's huge, isn't it? To draw Liverpool, that we're going to have to be on point the round of 16. A contender will be knocked out. That's for sure. Barcelona or Liverpool won't be advancing from the round of 16. That is kind of amazing to say, really. So, yeah, going to be interesting. So, one thing I thought we could do, scout a future star. I still have more of them available, and then some additional ones to unlock. So, there's plenty available. You might think, do we really need them for Barcelona? But I think using one right now, that will be okay. So, yeah, Dembele, we finally get back, but he's not going to be fit enough to play. It would really be pushing it. It will be pushing it and risking him. We would be really risking him. And see who we're going to have look left winger instead, that Abe. Like, that's what I mean. He's pacey. That's what he's got about him. And this is what I mean. Take a look how we're doing. We're 4th. It's not terrible. We're 5 points away from top. Like, that's like a few games you win extra, and if they drop points, teams on top of us, it's so close still, which also means we gotta make sure we're getting points. So again, just to take a look at the side here, I was actually, before this game right now, I'm thinking about like changing the tactic. I thought about, see how I'm hovering over some of the center mids? I was thinking about dropping Fatih and going 4 midfielders. I wasn't sure how I'd set it up. And then having Griezmann and Messi as 2 strikers. I'd have to wonder how we'd set it up, the formation, but I was considering that. I'm not sure if you guys would like a formation like that, 2 striker formation, and then have like 4 like midfielders. Not sure what you guys think, but how this game has started right now is not very, very well at all. We concede an early goal. a bit of a strange one. It was just a bit of a random cross, and they got it into Guidetti there, and he was able to score. Like, look here, from a corner from that or a cross from that position there. Yeah, they got a goal from a cross and a header there. I expected the centre back to really do a better job in that position. So now we are pushing forward, looking for an equaliser. Sergio Busquets is starting here, and he gets it to Messi. Yep, we fixed that. We fixed that almost instantly. We knew we just needed to get forward, get that goal back, erase that cross, that header, that goal we conceded. And we really took initiative there. Messi, he was in all the space in the world. So I was really happy. That's my plan. Attack quick. We want to keep the Barcelona style of having possession. So I still try and have good possession. But when we need a goal, it's attack. It's attack. Because I know how efficient that is. And that's how we're going to be scoring goals. So I still want to get the right balance. Because I've seen some comments about getting more possession. And even in matches I've won. I guess that's the next thing to focus on. There always has to be something. There always has to be something to improve. So De Jong, great tackling there. But back to that point. Getting wins, as long as you're doing that, that's very important. So that's what we got to make sure here. We got a goal. That was just an equaliser. Let's go forward again here. Come on, De Jong. De Jong is very, very powerful, actually. Just take a look at him. Take a look at him. Go. Now it's Griezmann. We're going to need to get another ball. Oh, you saw I was waiting for that overlap right there. Could that be a mistake? Are they going to hit us on the break? That's Vidal out there. Can we try and win back possession? Come on, get him under pressure. Oh, we almost did. But now they're getting forward. We don't want them to get another cross in. We know how dangerous they can be. But now they're passing through the middle. Great block by Piqué. He's still got that good defending in him. And he shows that right there. He gets really punished, I think, when we do something bad or concede a goal. It's put on Piqué a lot. But now it's Messi getting through. Messi, now he surely can pass it across to Fati. He's scoring at a decent rate right now, isn't he? Like, you're almost saying, like, missing Dembele, is it... I don't know if it's... like, he's still scoring goals. But, I mean, he got in a position there. Like, that was an easy goal. That's what I mean. That's a tap-in. That's essentially a tap-in. He didn't have to do too much work there. So you got to think about it in that aspect as well. Messi did really well to get into space, but that's his third goal of the season in the La Liga, at least, for Ansu Fati. Just see, this is what I mean. Think about how good he's going to be maybe next season and the third season. Could be really, really good. Artur, whoa, I thought that was going in. We're really going to be hunting for another goal here to make sure we get this and not concede a silly one. So now we're in the lead. So I want to freshen up the legs. You see Lonley there. He's actually more tired than Piqué. So I thought bring on Umtiti. You like to think he won't make a bad error. Just freshen up the legs. This is what we want to do at this point. That's why we will bring on Ruiz. Fati, he's getting a bit more tired now compared to other players. And yeah, I just think we can make that change and then push Griezmann over to the left wing and put him striker. Just 15 minutes to play out now. Just make sure we defend. Let's cover that striker that they have there. We got two players on him. Oh my God. I cannot believe we conceded that right there. Again, thinking we did the logical thing. Look at this right here. We made sure we had two defenders on him. Look, two! Come on. Logically, what could I have done better to cover that player? I made sure, the defender I was controlling, go on him. I could read. I read that was the player they were going to, and I still couldn't stop it. Sometimes you're out, it's out of your control, and that was that exact chance right there. Very disappointing. We lost our lead off of that, and now only 5 minutes left, but we got the break again. You know, this is how we do it on the counter. Messi, he doesn't quite have the break as he would earlier in the game, so he wasn't going to take the shot. It would have been blocked. My guess anyway. Then Ruiz, it was a weak shot, and again, you sense my frustration. I could not believe we wasted that. And again, I don't want to talk about it too much, but imagine if Luis Suarez, that's how you say his name, Luis Suarez. Imagine if that was Luis Suarez. He would have finished that, man. You know his finishing ability. Again, I don't want to be blaming it on that too much, but it is what is causing us to giving up some chances. And really, De Jong, he's finished really, really nicely this season. I was aiming top corner there, but it was like going top something else, top row. Not quite, but yeah, a sense of frustration from myself there because I feel we had the opportunities. We had the opportunities to finish, and again, for other reason we just said, I think it could have easily gone another way. And right here, it's going to end. We were battling for that. Really disappointing. So these results, I know you guys are not going to like. I know that for sure. But I've been going hard, man. Going hard to try and get that goal. And Messi killed it. Messi had a great performance. Honestly, he could have scored that late goal himself, but it was too late and he was too tired. He just couldn't gun past that player with that pace like he would maybe earlier in the game. He was too tired. Again, if he had that chance earlier in the game, yeah. So it's those little things that could quite easily, like, at the moment, not turning some draws into wins is the real difference. Like, look at the table. We're not that far off. If you think about maybe 2 or 3 games, if those 2 or 3 games of draws turns into 2 or 3 games of wins, we'd be even closer to the title. So yeah, it's so little. That's what I mean. Those little situations could really make it so different. So different. That is for sure. But I'm realizing what is in my control. What is in my control here is us entering a January transfer window. That's just about to come around. We've got no more games in December. We've got a bit to do before then, so hold on tight. We've got these scout reports coming through. We don't really get anyone amazing there. Got Oscar Vergara, who we're going to leave. He's the only one we'll leave there. Want to take a look at his value, but yeah, the rest of the other potentials are not that good. His minimum potential isn't that great, but I'm hoping, yeah, we'll get an upgrade. We'll get an upgrade in a future report, so we'll just have to wait and see about that. But now we're going to be heading into January. Take a look at this, and we get an offer for Busquets. Oh, guys, transfer action. This is our focus right now, and the scout has returned as well. We get an offer for Busquets. Something is going to happen, and you can tell, yeah, Hugo Anibal is going to be, yeah, that scout of future star. That's a Portuguese name, I've noticed, getting career mode. So let's see how good he is. Okay, that's acceptable. Like a 16-year-old attacking midfielder. Potential doesn't look bad. I wouldn't say it's killer. His value is 275k, so it's not that low 100k. So yeah, he could be actually alright. But Sergio Busquets, you can take a look what could be a fee. The maximum was about 52 million. I want to try and get a little bit more than that, and if we do, I would say that was a success because, yeah, the maximum was about 52 million. So we're going to put an initial fee at 54, and look, they go in. Look at that. Accept it right away, but they say you're not willing to part with him that easy, so it was a fee that's not cheap at all, and it was a little bit more than they expected, even though it was the first offer. 54 million. Then we're looking at Neymar Jr., but Neymar is still gonna cost a hell of a lot. He'll cost like around 200 million. Even with selling Busquets, we're not gonna quite have the money. We're not gonna have quite. I want to save Neymar maybe for next season, not this first season. Bring him in. So there was a bit of talk on the youth development, how we're not there yet, but we brought through. There's 4 guys there, and they're all going to be above 75 potential. Almost all of their minimum potentials right now are at that. So take a look at our money, and then think what we have through coming with Busquets. Think about what we need. If we're not going to bring in Neymar, we can't bring in Neymar. I don't even think we need another attacking player. I think we were unlucky to have 2 injuries in the front third. To have Dembele's back anyway now, so it's no long-term like Suarez. It's no long-term damage. So I'm looking, okay, if we take, look at our attackers. If we've got Dembele, Griezmann, Messi, that top 3 is great. Where do we need an improvement? The problem is, I would say, getting the goals. You might say conceding, but yeah, you're always going to need to try and score. So I wanted Well, as you know, I want to try and improve that midfield. We actually brought in Fabian, but I feel we could bring in someone better than him. I didn't want to go too hard early, because the position, well, you see Paul Pogba, you may have seen him already on the thumbnail. But, yeah, the situation is, I want to bring in someone that I know I'm good with. You know what I mean? So, I thought I wanted to bring in a beast. Sometimes you need a beast in your team, and Paul Pogba is under that description, and you can see in between 78 million and 115 mil. So that's still a lot. I want to try and get him on the lower, on the minimum, more on the minimum side. We'll see how we go about that. We'll explain a bit more about Pogba, but first off, make sure we finalize and to show you guys how we do go about this deal. So we go below that right now. We go 75 million. How much are they going to request? And not too much. They've got a salon clause there. Honestly, I don't actually want to add that. So we remove it. Then we go 78 million. So that's 3 million below his value right now. And no, they don't accept that. But then they come just above 80 million. That's 80,300,000. That's still below his value by 700k. So we're going to take that. We sign Pogba. We could at least organize the transfer right there. We do that, I'm really happy with. Think about it. Technically, it's below his value. Unbelievable. Normally with these good players, you have to get it above, especially if you think about real life. And so Paul Pogba, all we need to do here, agree on the contract, and he will be a Barca player. He's looking pretty happy. I say that, and that's always the players' reactions in the in the negotiations. But yeah, part of the story as well. Yeah, he's looking happy. He's looking happy to join Barca. He's happy with the money, the length of the contract. Well, we put the money in now, and we are just going to really agree with that, because I'm like, we got that money, we press accept, and he's a Barca player. He's a Barca player. It's easy to do it like that. You could negotiate more, but then you realize, oh, we press accept, and he is a Barcelona player. It's very interesting how the negotiations are in career mode. That was the situation. So Neymar, yeah, not quite yet. So Paul Pogba, there's been little rumors about Pogba joining Barcelona. I wouldn't say anything huge, but if you read on the internet, if you search like Pogba Barcelona rumors, it's here and there, nothing too hefty. But honestly, my reasoning here was bring in a beast. And not just that, Busquets. So he's not the Fabian replacement, technically Busquets replacement. Fabian's going to maybe play that more Busquets role. He's going to come on off the bench, be one of the centre mids to come on off the bench. But now we've got an 88 overall, 5-star skill moves, strong player with flair. Pogba, he's just got everything. Like, I told you, I'm so happy. Like, he's got all of that. 5-star skills, strength, like long shots, flair. I'm just like, woo, right now. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to bring Paul Pogba. Then was just the number. Sergio Busquets was number 5, but I didn't think we'll give him the number 5. And then I think we'll go to the number 7 we did have available. There was 6, but not available. Fabian was number 7, but then I thought Pogba's going to be more regular, and he's going to be a better player. He's going to be a better player for us. You can see the difference in an 84 overall. 84 overall player is good. He's a solid contributor. But then you got an 88 overall in Paul Pogba. He's going to go ham, like, on everything. Like, he's Pogba. In FIFA, he's great. Like, long shots, powerful long shots, bombing forward, and the gameplay really will just do the talk with Pogba. So, and the attributes, you know how good Pogba is. You know the beastly players, how they are in FIFA, strong and then powerful shot takers. That's Paul Pogba. So we're going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts on that signing in terms of the quality. Leave your thoughts on the Paul Pogba, the quality he's going to have, and he's going to help us get results in games like we just had where we just didn't have that extra. And I wanted to point out the difference between De Jong and Arthur. They're very, very good players, but they don't have that power. Yeah, they don't have the power that Pogba has, so that's what he adds. He adds the power. P for power. So I'm going to leave it there. Make sure you leave a like if you want to see more of this series, guys, and hopefully we can start to push up the table. A big demanding signing with Pogba there. It's show we mean business. So, yeah, leave a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in the very next episode.